You know, I'm sorry I took it away from the charities, but that's the job. Yeah, but of course it is for charity. We can't then go home empty. There's £1,000 each for chosen charities, and the name of your charity, please, Kate.
Right.
Thank you, Arch. House Children's Hospital. Thank you, Lucy.
Carers UK.
Okay, and Nick.
Variety of the Children's Charity.
Thank you very much. All around of course.
Well, they're locked in there.
Chasers taken tonight. My thanks to you for being here in the studio and everyone at home for watching. Well, that's just about it.
Here's your big brown padded envelope with your £5 fee each.
Happy New Year from everyone here.
For your chosen charity, you've won £1,000.
Golden Valley. There is one of them that looks like that.
Oh, God.
That's the Hazel in Caramel.
We headed to Coronation Week tonight, where Gary's View with Derek has disastrous
That's the
consequences.
Hazel
The
World.
dramas
That's the
continue here on
different
ITV
one.
at 8 o'clock.
There's one
But
like
before
it.
that, a
Old
Christmas Day
chocolate
surprise
and
David and Jacob weren't expected. We'll be right back
this
with
one.
Emmerdale.
Emmerdale. Dum, dum, dum. Can I have a piece of
It's Golden Valley.
fruit cake? There's something about my taste buds is that you'd think I've never eaten.
Fruit cake. Yeah.
Yeah, with some butter, something to make it go along. I can get it myself, but just point me in a direction which you want to use. Something.
Oh, they might have just been everywhere.
You've got a box of red chicken here.
Starting on us for tennis. Sunday the 5th of January on ITV.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be Christmas without a few dramas, and we've got a couple of crackers for you tonight here on ITV. Coronation Street kicks off in a bang at 8 o'clock. But first, a festive surprise in Emmerdale.
Snakes have got all bottles.
La 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 la. Just easier to do it on the end. So there's a lot less out. Where's the cable gone? Oh, they've got that music on. Oh, grand.
They were off market. You had a bit sad, but once you get into them and have the tea, the mincer. But the other bag was better. They looked like Thornton's rejects, and all of them were soft sense. There was one there, one in them, and it was a bag like that, full a quid.
Right.
That cake on the top of them. Did you have pants up to the night?
Kind of glancing in each people's window. We've just seen Bob in his daft hat for Christmas. And there you go. Oh, it's ever so cute, the big furry grey onesie this baby's got on.
Christmas is all about.
I mean, it's a precocious small child in the big house.
And hasn't Father Christmas been generous? I would argue he's spoiled her. A bit. You must know what a wonderful girl she is. Did you like the picture? It's quite hard to buy people, but who's got everything.
Is this Lily? Is it for me?
La 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 la. Oh, come on.
What is it?
A mistake.
Yes, it's a very bad joke. Who would do this?
I think it takes some of the special kind of sense of humour of a baby on a doorstep for a gent.
Was it just that? What are you going to do?
Honestly, I have no experience of what to do in a situation like this.
Well, let's get it in for starters. Come on.
La 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 la
When
la.
did you get here?
Merry, merry, merry Christmas.
Should we call the police?
Yeah, I suppose so. Oh, well, you're not cold, that's for sure. Oh. This is weird, isn't it? Oh,
Listen. Please look after him. Time there.
I thought it was well, but
Oh?
may make it.
You should be doing
You're a
all
school
that on your own.
teacher.
I don't mind. Plus, I am.
No.
I remember there you were.
Black?
Big story. Thanks,
Always
man.
trapped
How
with
do you
them
go to the business
things.
then? Feel like he's gonna chuck a bubble.
Have you got me a present? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to get me some shots on? You'd have to go.
Right, what we're gonna do is celebrate.
Merry.
I'll get slaughtered and have a scrap. Sounds like a good plan.
Just drink.
It's a name I associate with Coleridge. Remember Mad May, and
Yeah.
she drove the car and it blew up. So I can't think of anybody for this.
Remember? Yeah, that just leaves everybody else. I mean, Christmas without one
What the
parent.
fuck about Caron?
It's not ideal. Happy birthday, anyway, sweetheart.
No, it's not like it was back in the day. It used
My
to
old
be-
fella had a jump on the small shop. Is it like that one upstairs? Because it had a belt to it.
Oh, it's not. It's Sam. Yellow and green shirt.
2.
You know, like very
It
festive.
had striped sleeves. I'll have to look, because that's got striped sleeves. It was the old fella who somebody got him on
Merry
TV.
Christmas! Oh,
because he said he spent
How did you do present
Christmas alone for the past 7 years, and he had a choir in his front door. He was crying. There's a particular song, I think it's Silent Night.
this is a spare. In case that one breaks, or if you want to play with
And I'm
two.
playing civically, and they said people have been generous, and they've said you a couple of grand, like, you know, it's going to 200,000 or whatever. So you'll be able on a cruise now, and it's Christmas, the rest of your life.
Yeah, what is that for? Do you want kids from Ellie?
That's a good neighbourhood.
Later.
It's not a home phone then.
What?
Just looking at Christmas.
Merry.
Is this down to Jessie at all?
No, she won't be there.
First anniversary.
Is it? You think I remember that? Where is Craig, by the way? Where is that present chocolate cake rogue scallion?
I don't want to change the subject.
I also do it. Ill-advised relationships that are doomed to fail.
I didn't get beat up or something, and he said, so, and the woman who highlighted it, right, she's going to move me here. I thought, yeah, because she's got all this fucking money coming in.
That's all. And Ed was actually looking forward to be my sister. Besides, it's playing Christmas is to come out.
Appreciate it. You can make tea, you know. Oh no, that's okay. I've got Marty coming back. We can make room for him.
Merry.
No, we're good. Thanks to Diane. Have fun. Lyra. Oh, you do morning, Noah. You having fun?
Yeah.
Well, looks like you are. What is this? How cool is this? Have you got the hang of it yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Where's Isaac?
Play on this tablet.
You got our 2-year-old child a tablet.
Yes, I did. Is that okay?
Well, at least you got this.
I got a tablet as well.
Right. I tried calling a few times.
It's Christmas Day. It's busy time.
Yeah, but I just wanted to wish the boys Merry Christmas. Yeah, well, tell them Merry Boxing Day is not quite the same, is it?
Morning. I'm just going to warn you. Well, just keep the noise down when you get back. Isaac's back out.
Well, is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's tired. I woke him before this morning, but
Because if he's not well, I should just...
He's just said he's tired.
if he sleeps now, I'm sure he'll be fine tomorrow.
I've got rid of the fridge there, yes.
Bye!
Is that safe? No.
Yeah, they usually have sometimes that though.
Because if you're trying to enter the centre of that square, and also if I take the weight off, that butter's a bit like the co-op butter when I was writing about. You know, it's really, really nice.
It's her writing.
It makes a sandwich. Or toast. Oh God, the adverts are quick. Bloody hell. Feck. It's just family.
Cow food decorated. There's a tree from half a big massive.
I won't leave that plugged in. It's not plugged into the electric, but so it don't get yanked out at
Put out
home.
lights on the usual.
Well, Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Ah, ah. It's been on 9 minutes and the advert is on.
You also get the round brush. The round brush is actually the only one that doesn't use a coloring effect. This works just like a normal round brush on a This one is really good for creating volume on short hair or I'm going to try and make hair straight and I want to do volume and that's one that's amazing volume. And then you get the sweet brushes, you get the soft brush, which is the one that
Oh, that's nice.
the fine hair. These modules will help coach that a bit of extra tension, really snag the hair. You just have a
Oh, it's lovely when it's not mega hot. La 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 la. Ah, ah. Do 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 do. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Oh, Mum, Malcolm and Wise clip. So after me mentioning this the other day, Shirley.
They said someday you'll
Mm,
You must realize
It's in your eyes. 26, 32, 33. I forgot where the boot comes from, but it's his own. Smoking senora.
Those sprinkles of sugar.
Do you mean they've lost the colour? They've been because
it was set. I've seen it.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Can I have my shoe back?
I really thought you know. No, not at all. I'm probably going. You got some lovely props on the telly.
Oh, thank you very much.
So nice that it does.
Yes.
I've written a special romantic song for you, actually.
Have you?
This is so romantic. I wrote it while I was behind that cardboard
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
It's the same sort of tune as Haley.
Whilst all the time you, or your fancy woman, was harvesting her DNA.
I think that's a rather dramatic description.
You knew for years.
I didn't, actually.
Well, don't forget who they slept with, Graham.
People who drink heavily do.
You
pardon
must have
me.
known it was a possibility at least. But you did nothing. You let my son bring her up. And you looked at her and saw this wonderful child. And you saw your own tragic life and you thought, I could make things better.
Isn't a better life what we all strive for?
She's my granddaughter.
Have you heard me dispute that?
So you're planning on giving me visitation, are you? Throwing me a bone? Well, I will throw you in the flaming river if you try something like that.
She's your granddaughter. Because she is the daughter of your son. Or at least then, she's not mine.
You just said goodbye to any chance of getting my money.
Oh, Kim, if only you knew how insignificant you or your money are to me anymore.
It's not his child.
No, I thought if she's paid him, then keep away.
It's worth 100 times.
No, he's just said, like when she said, use the phrase, she's my grandchild. He said, yeah, she's your grandchild because it was made by your son or whatever, way she worded it.
So let's really...
So we said, that's me possibly being written out of it now because there's nothing else, unless Joe's alive somewhere again.
It's better off. And growing up with you as a parent. Oh, and whatever belongings you have at the house will be bagged up and at the gate by the end of tomorrow.
So there.
Then I'll never have to see you again.
She said, a Merry Christmas to you all under the circumstances.
I was saying that today and I thought, no, it doesn't go now. It's some of that season, compliments of the season in keeping with the situation.
Yeah, I know it's not what I said.
Yeah. No, I used to that.
I love this fairy thing it's got on, please.
She just abandoned her baby. Yeah, it was
You didn't know why.
Why do you know she was pregnant in prison?
Well, they're right now, so now utilised, isn't it? Just because it's celebrating, it does not mean to say the baby is theirs.
Still don't know who she is. Can't put a face to it.
We thought we needed it.
Well, there is a that's why he's concerned on taking it to the video because it says, she said, I didn't know why she was.
Oh, when you said teacher, I only think of that headmistress, the black woman. Oh, why didn't you say the paedophile? It would have just been easier.
I forgot about it, so black one being.
Where you going?
Oh, where?
Jake.
So we assuming that should mean it's his?
Yeah.
Oh, Jack, what was you doing with your winky? And who'd have thought it would have come back for the Chris episode for her? Yeah.
So,
Got you some more, eh?
He looks like a young Gary on the
you're better than
ground.
alright. You're flipping fantastic compared
The
to
young girl.
Yeah.
She's attractive for her, in a plain way for her age.
Although I didn't know how Ariana looked until the other day because she came up on them countdowns where there was 3 girls in a bed and 2. So we stamped
Does she do a bit of singing outstairs on a big bed and stairs? Do they have them fur hats that's like scarves? Yeah, I quite like the song. I don't remember what the song is, but I do quite like it.
Santa Baby.
Oh,
Will he still be here next year? Because I think it's ending, but I'm
Oh,
wrong.
there's nothing worth taking. No, it's just another week.
Well, don't use the downstairs, Lou.
You're strict.
Yeah.
I was also joking. We were like.
do you like that song? What do you think?
I
There.
should toilet before I went to the soup.
Reminds you what Michael Jackson would have had in his house. Outside it's lovely and cozy, are we? Dancing.
That's a daddy job.
Push me, Daddy, push me.
Your Royal Highness, I'm sure you can probably do it yourself, but I will guide you. Come on.
Cautious cat song.
You know, there are a number of ways I could do this, but I'll take the straight route. Jamie's the father. But Lily, I don't know how many other kids he sired, but she's the one I'm talking about, yes.
Do, 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 do.
How do you know? I saw Graham. But how does he know? How does anyone find out these things? You did a test. But he told you. Yes. And yes. Phew. Well, I think this is cause for the best Christmas ever.
Absolutely.
She said, let's get the Terry's chocolate orange out now. I'll have a segment each. Give her some blue Smarties and some Calpol.
We've got to. Hey!
See ya.
Merry Christmas! You back then? How was the course?
Absolutely amazing. So good.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Have a bit of an eventful time then.
Well, if being
We'll just say hello to 2 random extras.
Yeah.
Just to make it.
Is that right? It's like a grown up or something. Like a quad bike. It'd be insanely expensive, wouldn't it?
Got lots of decorations at the village and stuff.
Get your own bike, Daddy Paddy.
I've got you something.
Another present! Oh my
This in foreground at shot. I know it's out of focus.
Well, almost nothing. But you can't get away with it.
They've got a potted plant of,
I might get nothing for a birthday.
you know, oh, it could be false, but you know.
Baby.
No, do not
Like when I seen a documentary once, and it was a photographer, only a stills photographer. He said, "Oh, this would look better with that there," because he was looking out, let's say, a shot over a lake or a canal or countryside. He had a loose branch and
Yeah.
just put it into shot to be kind. Do you know what I mean? It helped. So I would imagine that an olive was just kind of shoved there, make it look nice.
miss you every day, but especially today.
Yeah, one of them filters I was on about
How's your story?
on Manicam. Besides changing it colour and that, I'd have shown yeah. A bit like that wide shot before, but Bell just was, you know, like it. One of them makes it look maybe as if it's a misty day. It kind of drains some of the colour out of it,
Yeah.
and another one makes it look as if your skin's warmed up, and it's like it uses what light was coming in through my bedroom window and made it seem like it was a sunny day. It was strange what it could do, saying it's only on your phone. You know, so what do professionals do? Touching up stuff.
You come to ours.
Lots of reasons. Ain't going to be there.
Yeah.
That's number one.
He says, I'm confused. He says, I'm confused with
You are.
who's who. He said, am I me? Because one of them brothers changed recently and I didn't notice.
Actually, I've been kind
I know now when you say it, when I brought that.
Thanks.
Listen, they're going to ruin it.
Forget my birthday. It's Christmas. Tell you what Dad'd say. He'd say,
Only in D fancy,
and
and
no matter what
it's
you've
an
done,
appeal to me.
or whether you like it or not, they ain't
Well,
you.
it's just on a sign they want to do it, what? Just I've been coloured and assumed it's one of the brothers. But, because he had one of them overalls all in one, but it was dirty.
No, he's the one.
Tied around his waist, which always looks good.
He's not one of brothers. He's
No.
Ken's son, the one they had the fight on the boat.
Yeah, but I didn't know when I saw it this time. He's been.
But he's paler than the two brothers, isn't he? He's very milky looking.
You know, tell them to get it out of their systems before coming in.
I'm very considerate.
It was the least we could do after you bought the musical
I think of her name.
You will excuse me if I accidentally spill
the
red
blonde
wine
hair.
all over your carpet, won't you? All of your carpets. Maybe even a wall.
I told you they'd be here.
It was your idea. Hey.
There might be another hit yet.
Looking good. The food, not you. You're not ridiculous.
It's Denise's apron, so she's with us in spirit.
Oh, yes, I'm sure she's thinking about nothing but us as she relaxes on a beach somewhere, being fed shrimps by some hunky surf dudes.
Hunky surf dudes.
So the kids are here, and now we're just waiting for Victoria.
No Gabby.
She's eating at Laurel's. She's coming later. So I hope you got her a birthday present.
She's not in this episode.
And Bernice. What are you, Dad? Barely given her a thought. Except for the 24 hours every day you've been hoping her. She'll be back.
Oh, Denise, I thought you said Denise. I thought it was Denise.
Where you going?
I forgot something.
What? Man up.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present your dinner of a roast goose with a peppercorn and giblet gravy?
What's giblets? Like it's bum and that.
Not like it's bum and that. No. With seasonal vegetables and a winter jus, and we have a chestnut and mushroom Wellington. It all looks wonderful. Oh, thank you. Enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
A winter jus, you say?
You bought a roast goose with peppercorn and giblet gravy, have you? Very kindly got the other same present we did.
Should I sit in a place?
You shall not.
Oh,
Seems I'm just in time.
If you mean for a drink, I think you're a few ahead of us.
Oh, I'm completely sober. I'm going to do this with a clear head.
oh. That goes on back somewhere.
More adverts. Do 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 do
Well,
do.
it might be that even though he's not rare, it was entitled that it wasn't. It still doesn't go away from the fact that for years, they're at the talent thing with it. They're not telling that.
Do 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 do.
Check is still
Yeah, I've never paid much attention to this. That it was done. Oh, at least it's a bit more to it.
Take care of that. Merry Christmas.
Delivering Christmas for 100
good.
years.
I'm going to go back to Chad
Sale
Town.
is now on. Save £75 on this Dyson V7 Multi-Head Extra, now only £199.99. Upgrade to the VA for £100 more. And save £60 on this Toshiba 49-inch smart TV, only £269. Plus, save £100 on this iPad Lenovo laptop, just £399.
Oh, I missed what she said again.
Buy today and take for 6 months
Whether she
of
said
pay,
R5.
£99 or more.
I was more busy doing the maths though. The TV that was on before it had whatever knocked off. Did you catch what size she said it was? The 40 odd or whatever?
Well, that one just, I thought it was 49.
Yeah, about that. That was 269. It looks wow. Compare that to the first product. That's £30 less for a 49-inch TV than a Hoover, a Dyson. It was £299. For fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Talk about out of your mind a while.
What you on Station Road? Yeah, but just remember, you've only got to 25th of January. I'll be talking. That's go back. They all have to go back.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. La 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 la. You know it's lovely when Laura Slayer around together with you.
It's just $7.95. Starts in-store Boxing Day or shop online now.
You hold my hand.
Your Action National Protected Summer Holiday now. Just £60 deposit per person. Jet2 Holidays. Package holidays you can trust.
My name's Jeremy Bamber. My brother's just run in and told me to come over. You've got to help me.
I know what you did. I know.
And as you witnessed it reload twice with a chip in her leg.
Based on true events. White House Farm starts Wednesday, the 8th of January on ITV.
I wonder whether that's. Oh no, it's only England, isn't it? No, I'm wrong about Jeremy Bamber.
This is who chose his parents. Because there's an error.
No, wrong about.
Don't try it for the horses.
I've seen the horses before.
Look again, see if they've changed.
Yeah.
You've got to see it.
See if they've had a poo.
Well, why are we going then?
Because of the reasons. Go on.
Go make a snowman. She said it's not snowing.
He's leaving.
So we'll try anyway, your best.
Now.
Your mother and your wife want me to leave, and you're confused as to why. Am I correct? It's not as if you're behaving all that stably, is it? Loyalty, commendable. In the right circumstances, lamentable in others.
Will you please go?
It's bad luck to toast with an empty glass, but I think we're all past that, don't you? So, to the very worst wife a man could ever have, and to the best lover.
Oh, is it Walford? I know what's told us.
Can I go on that scooter later?
You smashed it to bits.
I will smash you up if you keep all that shit. Do you know what I mean?
Elton's on again, and strangely enough, it's on the, what's it called? Gavin and Stacey trailer. And I'm thinking, oh, he seems, you know, saying it's an old song from the 70s, he seems to be getting bit more play. But it hasn't passed.
See Mario later. I'll come. You go. I'll come.
Drink and be merry, come on with me.
Well, that's not true. Also, for me.
That looks a bit more, looks a bit bright if it dingles, doesn't it?
Christmas, and you too.
The painted walls different, doesn't it? Bell.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
because like on them clips earlier, Do you remember when David Googled, he was sat with Rosie Webster? He says, no, I was born on Christmas Day. I think you were Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And she said, it's because I was born on Rosamond Street or somewhere in a taxi. So that's why they call me Rosie.
Rose, yeah.
It was something to do with the address anyway.
It's fine, I'll go.
No, first of all, just hang on. It's Christmas. He's family.
Yeah.
I know that he's a grown man now, but before that, he was a kid. Your kid, Ken, and he still is.
So I'll come in and have some scrambled eggs.
To our baby that you lost.
Oh.
He says,
No, no!
but how quickly it's you lost it and not we.
Shut up. It was years ago.
Going on 6, to be precise.
No, she's yours.
But it was touch and go there for a while. Wasn't it?
Mummy dearest.
You knew.
Only recently.
And you didn't think to tell me?
Oh, she's been very busy since then. Haven't you? Seems like you've all been busy. Very nice to me.
Especially Graham's cock.
Any news from Jacob?
I tracked him down and found a friend. He's at the train station. Been there for long. We've just sat there thinking. Don't worry. There were no trains today.
I was just going to say that. So don't worry, there's no trains. He won't be going anywhere. And even if there was, they'd probably be cancelled, like on Christmas Eve. And everything was top on rail northwest.
Worst baby, it's nearly done. Upwards on 1 week.
Yeah. It's on regular 4, and it'll be done by 7ish, just in time for our tonight's episode.
It's Christmas Day.
I know, that's what I said to him, but I don't think he's coping very well.
We don't know if it is his.
Yeah. She has a neck one.
I
Oh,
can't think about that. Okay, I can't think about it being Jacob's, not yet.
What if it is his?
If it is, it proves, doesn't it? Proves that she abused him.
And she'd have to come back to prison.
Then I'd love that. Except there'd have to be a trial, which means Jacob would get called up, which means he'd be all over the press again, and I'm sorry. I'm not going to let that happen.
Finally, here you are.
You've been looking for me all this time.
Well, we had
There's even like fairy lights on this bench.
This is now some Christmas planning.
next year when Denise is back.
If she's back.
Of course she'll be back.
I don't know where she's gone after that, so I'm not kept up with it.
Well, they said something about
Where is she now?
lying on a beach and probably being fed shrimps from a barbie from some dish before. She's in Australia. I think she got that other daughter who turned up was from Australia or something, but I can't think why she's gone over.
Answer a phone and speak to me.
Just a holiday. I don't think they're allowed to do panto these.
She's amongst people who pity me.
Well, we paid you already because Leanna said.
She looks a bit different. I don't know whether it's a makeup or a hair.
What are you going to do?
In broader sense. And
Scared.
Is it to work? I don't know if I've been watching it, not
You
watching
did
it.
that, so yeah.
Last time it was light coloured, as I remember.
No, she went to that kind of vivid orange. She just turned up once. You know, that orangey auburn. But as time goes on, you can't keep that colour up. It does fade. It might just look a bit more, you know, lighter and normal now.
We busted out the photo album and showed Nate what we were all like when we were little.
You are still little to him. Hey, but you're a giant of a man to me, Sam.
Don't come crawling round here, woman.
well, you'll get a kiss if you haven't got it.
That's me getting another 10 pints time.
So, when are you taking the kiss to Myra's?
Hold on a minute.
I never got any idea when that might be.
As soon as you stop going.
The only way you threw me out for this lot when we own a pub.
We don't own a pub and it's not open yet. Yeah, I think I'm saying open it.
Oh, we jumped into a parallel universe. Or is it some weird remake of A Christmas Carol? Scrooge? Tiny Tim! Not so much.
Kane.
Where you going? Drink. You've got one.
From the pub.
You got ears. The pub's not open yet.
We'll find it.
Oh, come on. Our Bill's gone all out to make today special. You've grown up, aren't you? Can't act like one.
I'm making my own decisions, you mean?
Oh, everything's simmering.
Merry Christmas. Where are you? You're on your way, though. Oh, right, well.
She got lights on these presents.
What, are the tunes off there?
Yes, they wasn't running proper on Christmas Eve, love
Yeah,
it.
well, I suppose that makes sense. The last thing you need is to be stuck in a platform in the middle of nowhere.
We'll be able to chat with
you.
Jacob on it.
No way, tea.
Says I'll show you my scars from my tits. Where I used to have tits.
Where are you going to stay? Will you be back tomorrow? Matty?
Oh, Jesus, this signal.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than an Alcatel phone.
That's just weather permitting.
I've had these sprouts in since this morning.
Yeah.
All
right, then. Make sure you have.
Oh, there you are. That looks lighter than it used to.
Where were you?
That's two places that's painted in like a lemony mustard.
What do you think?
Oh, I don't trust what I think anymore. I feel like you're my wife.
Oh, lovely.
I should definitely be better than that.
Keeps bloody coming.
That's why I'd be willing to bet that they're a psychopath and their behaviour in the same way.
It's not like I've moved around. Bastard.
Where's Millie?
Get up. Dickhead.
How many times?
We had to walk.
Are you serious?
Once. It was just once.
How many times in this house?
Jamie? None.
You thought I wasn't her dad. And we're going to keep it from me. Forever. Am I right?
Step into Christmas. Step
That would
into
never happen.
Christmas.
Would you have me to
Forever and ever.
Never be in that position.
Why are you still here?
Well, because it's the best show in town.
It's as I thought I'd have a sherry with you.
Nice.
Just
Why are
a
you wrecking everything?
quick sherbet.
Very good to get there slightly. Because it's wreckable. Mm.
That was not ready yet.
I'm sure you're about to explain.
Eat, drink, and be merry.
He's moving away, is Graham. Aren't you? He was in half a mind to take Millie with him. But like you said, that was never going to happen. No, he's going to start a cosy new life with Rona and Leo. In France. Well, guess who facilitated that new job? I did. To get you away.
Sorry. Who's moving to France?
Little girl dropped the pudding. Oh. In fact, it sounded just like something pooed, didn't it? Yeah. And she walked in behind Mel and she dropped somewhere off a tray. It sounded like, you know, when that donkey shits in Carry On film.
Only £10. That's a great value, Brad.
Just hear those sleigh bells ring-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding-ding. Yes, it's lovely weather, boys. You're right together with you.
Business was relying on word of mouth, social media, promotion, and even growing faster.
Really want for sale, and we decided to advertise on TV. That's when all ready to go.
2013 have been awesome. We were just a bit so,
Do, 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 do. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. La 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 la. So you've seen some of the church this morning?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and when he was consecrating,
So it was like going church.
no, I don't mean it like that. You know,
No, I think it is.
I've been because I've seen it up.
Yeah, no, I think it.
I don't,
It says if your son
it is,
is
it is,
into
it is if you can't get out and you're
Precisely.
Really, if you're really young.
It's a way of interacting. Well, you're not really interacting as such, but you know what I mean. You feel like you're part of it in a sense. I enjoyed the carols thing last night. Just because it's nice to have a little bit of peace from other stuff.
A bit perfect apart from when I thought, oh no, I do believe in this. When he was given, I said, I give thoughts about communion first, which he did. And then give it to people. And then when I think I heard and I think it must have been something like St. Oswald was Victoria that song of praise was coming from there, which is different. It's not a mass. Or did they have masses? No, they don't. But some talk about people saying, oh, well, you're not getting there, it'll be all handpicked, people that have never been before, be all there in the pinery, thinking, but they didn't look like that. It's like, no, we don't want, when it goes right for congregation, it sees different ones. He doesn't have a black woman that you think now, and I'm saying what she might be thinking, saying, I'm in the wrong place, there's no gospel singing.
Yeah.
Where they well, this caper, but I'm like people said, the church isn't the building, it isn't the when did all these vestments come in and all? I think they have to muck about with words. I'm thinking, they just say he took the cup, gave it to his disciples, and said, but now they have to change it every time they get for God, stick with one thing, He broke the bread, gave it to his disciples, but no, he had a bit more, and this is a Catholic one. And I'm thinking, I remember when it changed from Latin, and always on a Friday there was a Latin mass then, because it was each class had a mass during the week at junior school, but Fridays was always Danny Ashton's class. But even though I was in next to class, you'd be set for who was altar boys during that week. And I remember that, and having a cassock on that was too long, but when you knelt down and steps going up into full churches at Regis Murters, the cassock must have gone under my feet, and I'd stood up and stood on it, so I'm like that, and trying to get back, and making it worse, because the more I did that, the more I'm putting under my feet, until I'm really strangling myself. I thought, they must be pissing themselves back here.
He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice.
Oh, hey, come in.
Oh my God.
Leo is just outside.
Wait a minute, where's that fan? Some shit for it to...
Spoken to Graham.
Spoken to? No. Witness, yeah. And he was in fine form. Let me tell you, just the kind of man I want stealing my son away with you, if that was going to happen, which it's not.
I wonder what it is again.
On a postcard?
No, of course not. I tried, Marlon. More than once, okay? But it just was never the right time. Obviously, we need to talk.
Oh, the time to know is before you make this decision, which I'm reversing, by the way.
You don't get to do that.
Oh, sorry, is it just you get to make unilateral decisions that will affect my son for the rest of his life?
Marlon, I'm his mother.
And I'm his father. You've tried this before.
You can't find
business. Remember, and how did that work out for you?
That was at totally different circumstances.
But the outcome was the same as this is going to be. You're on very, very dodgy legal ground, Lorna. And even if you weren't...
Marlon, New Zealand, it was a big deal. I get that, but it was half a planet away. France, it isn't far.
No, my house isn't far. It's just over there. It's France over there. No, then it's far. Too far to move my son to. But as I say, that's not a problem because you're not going. You're not going. You're not going, Rona. The end.
Is that there?
That's not working for anything.
Jamie, where are you going? Will you just let me explain?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
She was protecting you. We both were. You have to remember this was news to me too.
You're the one that said not to tell him.
You managed not to for several years, dear.
Oh, wow. Telling each other now you've been found out. Love it. What class?
Jamie, it was one time. Look, I didn't lie to you. I just kept things from you.
It is the same.
I'd argue it isn't.
Well, of course you would. Probably been decades since you could tell right from wrong, or since you cared about the difference.
You're angry.
You think? Constant deceit right from the start. And who knows what else there is to come out.
Nothing.
But you'd have said that this morning, wouldn't you?
Jamie.
Jamie, where are you going?
Give Millie a kiss for me.
Says I need room for think. I'm going sitting out station. Apparently it's fairly quiet but getting busier
Oh, maybe
as
you're
time goes on.
Am I alive? Barely. Am I a piece of furniture? Definitely.
I don't know what was her say on it.
Tracy on it, and oh, yeah.
I hate to be a party pooper, but this boy needs to rest and start to recover. Right, come on then, let's wrap it up. Party's over, Dad. Merry Christmas, Dad. First one without him. First one without him since he showed back up. Charity. Come on.
Seeing as I've only seen for say about first, what was it called? First time. Call it Skype for people. That'd be up there. I would imagine if unless they were doing it
What are you going to spend it on?
mobile.
I don't know if I'm going to keep it yet.
She put all this money in for bribing.
You're not going to tell her, are you?
Because I don't know how close the sister lives. That's
think
Josh's
she's
mum.
Has he took something by mistake or something?
No, we opened a card before and we got a shot of her, so I think
No
that.
need for being there as he took
Oh,
something,
sorry. Yeah, drugs.
by mistake.
No?
No. Oh.
I thought we'd had a conversation about this, but it might have been Darren who was actually filling in. Can't remember now. Sometime last week, I honestly don't know because you wouldn't go opening somebody else's present under a tree, but for some reason he was fiddling with some presents when he was talking to that young girl. Now, we'll just make something up because I can't remember what happened. As I say, you wouldn't open somebody else's present, even if it was mucking around and it had her tag on. But the point was, there was like little plastic bags like you get E's in.
Yeah.
And there's that lad she's been seeing. And, you know, we know her health history, that she shouldn't be tampering without like smoking, drinking, nothing at her house. So I can't think how, but it was the fact that he said, you're hiding the stuff for him. So I just jumped to the conclusion, because he was near a tree and fiddling with wrapping paper or something, you know, where's the best place to hide something? In plain sight is usually the expression. I'm wondering whether she'd hid it in a present that she'd wrapped and addressed to herself kind of thing, but I'm only guessing that bit. And when he was a bit old forlorn walking along a country road, he got it out. He'd only had about 2 or 3 pills in.
I wish.
And then I think beginning at next episode,
One of those presents you don't really want.
although Liv's been there as well, hasn't she? He wasn't near a stream. Liv was near the stream when she had that fit.
Yeah.
The day she was looking for Aaron. But a woman walking a dog, and dog went running over, and she said, "What have you got there? What have you got there?" And he was in just like woodlands or a lane in country.
What happened to going somewhere else?
But I think she's put that money in that card for kind of bribing. Don't tell anybody.
You invited round the lad who had an affair with my wife at Christmas dinner. But I might as well go and find the bloke who raped Lisa and invite him round for New Year.
Kane! I'm just really sad you think that's a good comparison.
I know. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Accept.
accepted. Do you see how easy it is to forgive somebody?
You're overstepping, Belle.
I'm not.
Well, do you think you are, my dad? Because you're failing.
All right, well, let's say
No, she doesn't look out like.
I'll tell you what he would say. He would say that the person who slept with Maury was just an angrier man who thought that his own dad had turned against him, but he knows better now.
Will he be able to undo it?
No, obviously not, but can you undo your past? Or even now, Ken? Because I've seen it myself and I've heard the stories, and what you have done is way worse.
It was way worse than that in most weeks. What was it like growing up with Shadrach?
Like having a birthday pie every day and that was a pinata.
And what was it like growing up without one?
It's all on you.
Well, all Nate has ever known is not having you there. Wouldn't you have preferred a good mum who was there?
For this little story to work with its touching moral, I'd have to be a good dad.
You are, Ken, you are. I mean, admittedly, none of your other kids have done to your wife what Nate has, and there's still that to get over, but you can't if you don't try.
And what if I don't want to?
Well, then you are denying that boy a dad, and you are denying yourself.
And you're denying everyone who walks through that door a chance to get to know the family.
And that's by a record, even for you.
It's Amanda doing lotion, pubs out, and let's go and get some.
Hey, let me go. Yeah, good luck with that.
Everybody thinks I should speak to you.
Do these people tell you what to say?
They think I'm an idiot for passing up the chance to get to know you.
Could have told you that myself.
And they're also not happy about me not letting them get to know you.
Right. So, what then?
I'm not stopping. For you. Everybody's here. Go and have a drink. Have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
You do me a favour, will you?
Yeah, of course.
Don't talk to me. Don't expect me to talk to you, and don't expect that to change.
Wow.
Completely fine.
Oh,
Wait, I'm obviously feeling hard away.
cute fluffy hair. Ah. Eric says he's got more hair than I have.
Or more pertinently, why he is.
So it gets a little bit tricky.
He is rightly called here.
Go on.
He was left on the doorstep with his note.
He's Mayer's.
We're assuming.
Yes. He is.
And he's yours.
Well, that's one theory,
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, well.
You told him. You kind of told me yourself, now think about it.
The baby needed checking out. You better talk at him.
Anyone else would report it.
Well, I have to report
Well,
it.
you can't.
I have an obligation.
You were married to me, all right? You were part of this. If it is his, with his teacher, and it gets out, he's going to be all over the headlines again. Do you really want to be responsible for that?
And if it gets out that I didn't report it,
How? We're the only people that know. Please, you can't tell.
Not until we know who the dad is.
you're putting me in an incredibly difficult position.
I know. I'm sorry.
Weird way of wording it. How would anybody else know there's only us that hear?
Well,
Like they say in a Crown, like, oh, there's only us four here that know, or us five or whatever. And you're thinking, well, no, there's the person who left it as well.
Yeah.
And you never know what they're going to do. Are they? He said, anyway, I'll tap my big camera back now and I'll go.
I'd like Leo to stay with me tonight, please.
Okay. Any special reason?
Several. This Christmas is my son. And I don't trust you not to.
No, please. We're not going to flee the country when your back is turned.
I think you've shown yourself to be untrustworthy. Again.
Look, just come back tomorrow, yeah? He will still be here.
He's settled and he's in there playing a game. Okay, you know what he's like. He needs to know the plans way in advance.
So you told him all about moving?
We've done this once.
Oh, sorry, that's another rule you set, is it? You get to say how many times a subject can be talked about.
I think it's best if you leave.
Do you?
It was my job to tell him.
It wasn't me who did it.
No. Graham was deeply innocent in it all. What's the matter? Matter with me? Nothing. No, nothing. I've been hoping for ages that Rhoda will try and take my son away with some freaky human statue. So I was just going to say thank you. Actually, I mean, I'd have got you a bottle of something, but you know.
I'm going in now, Mom. I'm sorry for how this has turned out.
I've told you how this is turning out.
Come back tomorrow.
You go.
Oh, no, I would like to talk to you, please.
I'll be in.
Oh, when you're ready, right? Doing something else that pleases you and no one else, eh?
So I'm just going to say, Wreath flies out.
Oh dear, leave now. You're going to score me off the premises.
I think you're smart enough not to make that necessary.
Don't tell me how smart I am. Who do you think you are? Oh, come and tell me over a drink.
Listen to your friend. Don't spoil your son's Christmas.
Don't spoil my son's Christmas. Who are you to say that to me when I've just watched you pretty much rip a family apart? And now you're standing on mine. Are you trying? No. Stop it! You go where you want. France, wherever they're there. But I don't care what you are or were. Special Forces, Navy SEALs, I don't care if you were a samurai. But if you play any part in trying to take my boy away from me, the only place you'll be is in the ground.
Merry Christmas to you all under the circumstances. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
You want to take that as mince pies with I'm going to have some.
I keep having a kind of semi-dry feeling in me. It's as if.
Might not be that no pop, then I forgot about that.
No, it was all right. So with the water's refreshing because when it's cold water. No, it
Orders
just.
and drinks.
You know when you're
Just them drinks, but I know they're not the same.
Oh, I'll have 7,000 calorie intake today.
I don't
You
think
know.
that, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
No, you know when you feel like it doesn't happen very often to me now as I don't smoke. That coating you feel on your tongue sometimes, you really feel like brushing it.
I've had it before. Yeah. It's not me brushing.
It's a bit like.
I tell you what, when you brush
That's not
your
what I thought it was. I thought it was that music.
You don't have front teeth, that's where you start first. You put a fucking brush in your mouth, you think there's nothing there but brush.
Oh, pardon me.
I'll just go
oven chips. Oh, this is too much arsing about just for a chips advert. Oh, is it potatoes? What you can do with them? That seems a lot of effort. It was me running advertising ages, so they said make us an advert about potatoes, and it'd be just somebody going, you can make chips or you can boil these, like keep it simple. Low budget, not a dance routine.
One time Thomas was funny and he said, we went to our pals, and she turned vegetarian, so it was like, what do you call it? It was like a Paddy's banquet, he said. He said there was mashed potatoes, chips, roast potatoes.
This is the worst week.
Boiled potatoes.
Jessica made a cake for a charity bake sale. Which
There was the and I went once or twice, just outside of Wigan.
now Jessica is on
I was running to Wigan, that area.
beach.co.uk. So right now she's thinking.
That's lovely.
And she
When
made a
Boris
big
lay right
tea.
together with
You
you.
know that stuff what they use instead of mince, like clove.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nice. But there was loads of it.
Oh.
It was nice, you'd think it was like, probably really craving the Scotland, it was.
Get your star pass now at imacelebrityjunglechallenge.com. Chance to be one of the first to take on the jungle.
think I tell you that I might have told it before. They said young Michael doesn't work day off, he works at no, they meant the post time. What used to be post time is already in there. He says because at day off he wanted to be on late but be in for breakfast. I thought, oh, they used to do that when I was there. Oh.
Starts Saturday the 4th of January on ITV.
I'll have a few jelly beans, you know, because they're not chocolates. They're just kind of sweet sugariness.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
I
Celebrity
said to
special at
Steve,
9
are you still on
security? Some
security?
viewers may find us
Dad
sexy.
Hampson told
It's
him, he
Christmas
said, yeah,
Day
he's got
in
you.
Coronation Street.
Not like you think he's going around, he's in a store. He said, no, he's on the monitors, something to do with banks and that. Because we don't used to the store. Not 6 stone, this way.
Yeah.
You've been not a good tackling a shot, but. So you just watch the screen or
So it's a bit like our Joe. Man's telly.
I'm working Christmas today, the work you can have with Christmas. So you're waiting ass this Christmas and just
Merry Christmas to you and all.
that's what it does.
Merry Christmas. We're having a party here from 3 for Rita. Jenny's fetching her from the hospital now.
Right, okay, see you later then.
But,
You got a bleed under that nail?
Ooh, love to find a good bungle game at all.
You what?
Got a drill where I could stick out needle down there.
Look it off. Alright?
See yourself.
What's left in there?
No. So those off. Waiting for Dev's to open.
Well, it's a corner shop, it's not a Stormzy game. People don't queue overnight. Do you need anything? A blanket or?
You still not heard from Vicky?
No. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll make you coffee, eh?
Thanks.
No, that's not an invitation in. You stay put, I'll go and make you one in the bistro while I still can. Friends over at Steve's and Bethany's gone to her mum's, so it'll just be me and Liam later.
Oh, in that case, as soon as I've dropped off Jenny's present.
Good for you.
To the shop.
Well, maybe I'll see you later. Zero, and now else.
See you then.
Yeah.
Hey, party here at 3 Rita.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you know, the best thing you can get yourself for Christmas. Getting shot of it.
He's a cute, aren't he? Let's go with that car that you bought me. See, that's the thing about business. When sales are going well, you get big prizes, and when it's a little bit quieter, you get cute ones.
Second-hand furniture, eh? You know what? It's like there's more going on in that shop than you know.
They wanted to keep her in.
Joe, who wants to spend Christmas in hospital?
So I told her she's stopping here with us, provided she wears silly hat and she sings something. Has anyone fed Arthur, the cat? Yes, will you stop worrying about everybody else?
I'll make myself scarce after 3 o'clock.
Hey, who do you think this party's for?
Well, I don't want any force, really.
all right then.
Hiya, Gary. Things are open. A 6-year-old got round your security and got in and stole your shotgun. Oh, it's back. What, the disgruntled businessman?
Stop
I said, stop laughing.
Come in, Ruby. Over.
Can I take this thing off now?
After we've ate, that was the forfeit.
Stop laughing.
I don't know whether she'd be able to break in somewhere, but you know this girl.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Mm.
Jay.
To them,
I'm thinking she's sauce.
I don't know whether it'd be her. She's a nutter.
Oh.
The golden force, very key.
Are you sure you locked up properly? I've had a lot on.
Well, whoever it was, the gun's not there.
Well, should we call the police?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you want Christmas dinner off your train yourself. Come here, Al. Cool, mate. Merry Christmas.
Does Daddy need this?
Oh, like her. She's got red hair like Mummy's. Oh, what's happened to her?
I snapped her head off.
Not bad.
Yeah, wait for Daniel.
Kitchen's closed, I'm afraid, but the drinks are on me. So.
He's not starving. It's because I'm cooking the turkey.
I think I might just try your veggie option. You're not the first to ask.
Vicky at last.
Carla, alcohol-free beer, just for you.
Really? I suppose it's the first time for everything.
Ah, you and Peter will be smug tomorrow when all this lot are hungover. All this lot? What about you? Well, only the sober ones are going to remember Carla's turkey, so pass me a glass, please.
I found your jumper.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm just not sure it feels as good as I'd hoped. Everything though, when I put down, Vicky, it's Christmas, it was cold juice.
She's gave birth and she don't look it, does she?
What did you say?
He could have had us arrested.
Do you know what? I shouldn't have rang you back.
Right, no, listen, right. When I was a single parent, if I had a bloke who has got all this stuff, you know, like a work ethic and a shed load of guilt, I'd have kept him on my radar.
I'd be letting back under your skin.
Say goodbye to teeth and switch off that computer. She wants a photo. Thought you left it at the old house.
What, where you hid it in the loft?
You'll sleep under that quilt like you've always done on Christmas night, as long as you're under my roof. Your nana spent 12 years
and so in that.
Yeah, 1 week a year. I'm only jealous. Well, Michael's getting one. If this gets on Instagram.
Hi, happy Christmas!
Christmas.
The key, yeah.
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate this. It was a disaster yesterday when we tried to go.
Go where?
Wonderland, we're doing a surprise special for David's birthday.
There you are.
All right.
That game, don't and lay off the long line.
Yeah, David's birthday.
Thank you very much. And a kid-free couple of hours. David's going to love it. Thanks for this. See you later.
I don't know that much on track, so I'll put him back in the picture.
Actually, I would have just took the end of beer. Well, would have followed to escape Dad's singing.
Well, you Darren Browned him with that video game. Just waved a selection box in his face. He didn't even blink.
The magician.
Oh, can you come to me? See, please. Some beers in the fridge and all, if you like. Unless you're saving yourself for Rita's party.
Yeah, do you really want that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should show our faces. Although, about Ali will be there.
What was it about this morning?
He's just jealous. Can't handle the fact that you've got the looks, the girl, property, and business.
Maybe you should have left school then, eh?
You don't know how hard you work in that shop. You should have heard him. There's more going on in there than you know.
Why you said that? You said he'd been in the shop?
No, I don't think you know that. I don't know. Why are we talking about me, mate? Come here.
Yeah, Dave, don't head back. I've got nothing I need to do.
What?
I'm sorry.
Harry? I'll never bend in the middle again. I would definitely take the crayon from that wooden spoon.
They're non-toxic anyway. Like Cerberus's tongue.
Hey, my dog did not lick your turkey. That is slander.
Bang, bang.
Oh,
Now leave the table now.
Yeah, go on.
now, is everybody finished? Right, I'm going to take this out. Hop.
Last time, did you touch her, please?
No!
What about when you wandered off yesterday? Did you go in the shop?
You're married to me!
Just answer me.
I hate you!
What's she do? Just when Gary came over before, he said that he'd been in the shop.
Yeah, look, flathead, I'm going to have to redo the whole hairdo. So someone's going to have to explain to Rita why I'm late. Everything okay?
Yeah. What? Love it.
Right, okay. So we'll go to the pub for an hour and then I'll have a chat to her, alright? God, we should be bothering you about work stuff on Christmas Day.
Guys, we're gonna have to hurry up because I think David knows we're up to something.
Yeah, well, hide me first to find the perfect spot.
I'll catch you up. Hey, how are you doing? We're sneaking in there to do a treasure hunt for David's birthday. I won't say Merry Christmas because it sounds a bit lame.
Sorry, I can't speak to you. Not today.
One more joke about my cooking. You tell them the turkey's in Eccles. That's the dog, not the place. What's Robert so doing around? Whatever happened to Pride? I texted him. I repeat, whatever happened to Pride? Look, it's more complicated than you think. Care to fill me in? No, not really. No, go on. Right, here's the deal. She'll see you.
You spoke to her?
Yes, but only if I drive you there. She reckons it'll be easier to send you packing if I'm there too. And I can't promise you anything. She's moving back to Ireland.
Ireland?
Yeah, she said she needs to be somewhere she knows, somewhere safe.
When's she leaving?
First thing.
And she likes the Euro as well, so
Vice Chancellor.
Yeah.
quite thin. And they have potatoes
I'll just
in abundance.
I'll clean myself up.
Right. Okay, so meet me back here in 20 minutes, all right? And do not mess me around.
I won't. Sure. Thank you.
She said it's all right.
I'll see you in 20.
She's in the script.
What are you short? Hey, it's a good party. What are you doing in my shop? Wow. Some service ain't what it used to be, is it? I want it back.
Bit early for argy-bargy, isn't it, lads? If I'd have wanted that, I'd have stopped at home with Steve and Tracy.
Listen, you're working too hard, guys. Why don't you take Christmas off, eh?
Hey, Rita's been through a rough time. If you're coming in, keep your head on, right?
Yeah, she said we don't want any PTSD. So we finally found out. Right, adverts. Oh! Oh! Right, toilet break adverts. Won't be long. You don't put your foot in that box of biscuits. They're all Foxy's crumbs. Oh! I'm not a midget, sweaty, and I'm drinking Everest. But some
Life, you have to love.
So, forget the good times. I take this moment. Just you and me. Trust me, you're my always trust. And I won't stop. You're so good. You know about me. Everything is all
discounts on big name brands.
Our carrots, parsnips and sprouts, now sliced to only 19p. Tesco, delivering Christmas for 100 years.
Is it ready yet, Wallace? Hold on a moment, dear ladyship. You're going to love this. Oh, it hasn't been foot massager. I already know how to make this soap.
The grand EFS sale, where every soap is handmade to order.
I told you this was the place.
And DFS sale.
Euronics is different because we're independent.
We are the owners, and together we are the family.
Proud to be local.
That's the Euronics difference. And there's more. We're in over 600 local stores throughout the country. So together, we're one of the world's biggest electrical buying groups.
Which means you get the brand you love for the prices you want. Great value and great local service, and that's
Euronics.co.uk.
The Dunelm sale is now on, with up to 50% off thousands of products, plus extra special offers to discover when you shop in store and online at dunelm.com. This New Year's Eve, there's 10 UK millionaires guaranteed. Euro Millions from the National Lottery.
Here's a deal we prepared earlier. 3 for 2 on all our chilled party food. Tesco, delivering Christmas for 100 years.
Enjoy best ever prices at DFS. The French Connection zinc is just £779. But hurry, this best ever price must end soon. DFS.
Once upon a magic dream, a young makeup artist made a secret cream. She knew for magic skin there was a formula with oils and vitamins in. She started using on everyone to moisturize their complexions. And soon they were asking every day, how has my skin changed this way? Backstage, it became like folklore. For it, people would ask and away. And so one day, Charlotte shared her secret with the world. A magic cream for magic skin.
It's pretty bastard.
Tis the season for Britmas. Over 100 Christmas specials all in one place. On Christmas's past and present.
What do you do when you see a spaceman?
So stream yourself silly
You do it, mate.
with Britmas on Britbox.
In the right and fork in the left.
Sorry about that. It's a quick toilet break there. Trey, Coronation Street.
Texting the postcode away with B. I'm meeting up in a couple of minutes. Yeah, all right, bye.
Oh, they're going to Winter Wonderland, aren't they?
Oh, don't. I just hope Billy doesn't find out. I've told him he can go, then I'll take him back if I can get the power on.
She want to send her getting the works.
Yeah, she won't find the switch. She had to go tonight before David gets here. But I phoned my phone.
Where is she hiding?
Oh, right. That's Bethany. David's here now. Will you do me a favour? Just try some presents and I'll keep this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's great, isn't it? Okay. Found the treasure.
Yeah, you wish. Right. So your treasure is wrapped in birthday paper.
There you go. New tinnies.
Oh, come on. Don't stop there. We'll be here all night.
Hello. Hope you're somewhere comfy. Been a little bit waylaid over here.
Cheers. Ooh, and I've got your main present here.
If you want something like that, you can got digest. Open shit.
Cheers, thank you.
David's arrived with this little surprise thing at that Santa's grotto, and he's just rung Shona on like a FaceTime. And then we've had a shot of 3 big boxes, dressed up like we're ribbing like big presents as part of the display. She's inside one of them.
If you're looking for somewhere to sleep.
You're right, I am not stopping. Just go to sit thanks.
What for?
Well, I don't know the most popular person. You were kind, and I wanted to thank you. Make a bit of peace. I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
Well, Vicky's agreed to meet me before she goes back to Ireland. I could work anyway, so I figure I'll move over there, somewhere nearby. And hopefully, at some point, she'll be glad I'm there to help with our son. And I can be a dad.
Then again, she might just think you're a nutter and we won't bother.
Hey, look, stay 2 minutes because we're doing a toast to Rita.
Oh, I need to buy some sellotape to wrap the present I've got for the baby. I can't be late for Michelle.
Well, we've got sellotape. Where's the present?
In the van, round the corner.
Go and fetch it. Oh, egg. Oh, that's not my New Year's Eve behaviour. First Christmas without a dad.
Oh.
Twitter. Parents ever finished.
Oh. This is way too generous.
Yeah, he can take it back.
Just kidding.
You two crack me up.
He could still take it back though.
It wasn't expensive. It was in sales.
What sales?
Because I left that cheese just covered up, just a predator fridge, some of the cut in a bowl.
Ladies and gentlemen, glasses in the air.
Well,
Just don't care.
That still cut just
Oh,
covered
right.
up, so it's in a bowl, but
Now we all know why we're
with a
here.
lid on though.
Our Rita, she gave us a proper
Probably.
scare
The thing
yesterday.
with pickling,
So
if
we
you want
thought
taste
we
good
would
experience
lock her in the
from
pub and fill her full of bubbles. To Rita.
there's 3 or 4 in pub for Rita.
Miss, would you like a glass of fizz?
Oh,
It's like
4 more arrived.
Oh, can I call Chrissy and Izzy's fizz?
Right. Check this out. The receipt was in his coat pocket. 500 quid that phone cost him. 500 quid? Where'd you get that from? He's never spent that on me for Christmas, that's for sure. On me.
Eileen said she'll be here in a bit. She's a bit puffy from It's a Wonderful Life.
Right, you have a drink.
Here you go, you're sat here. So I called thinks she's a soldier. Really small, made out of plastic. Where is it? Where's Risky?
Sorry, mate. Private party.
Johnny, yesterday I didn't think I'd be here. Let's not be stingy with Christmas.
Where's Risky?
We want the place for your friends and neighbours.
Whiskey!
Hey, I'm not going to be on your side if you talk like that.
Where's Gary Windass?
Have you seen the sellotape that was finally here?
No. Where?
Where is Gary Windass?
Like that hat that Johnny's got on. You know, because most of ours don't have a big fur
Yeah.
edge like that, do they? Oh,
Or waiting should have stopped now.
yeah. Hey up.
Who's got the gun? Come on, let me go get Tracy.
Now stay there, Steve. Stay there.
See, so it wasn't really that.
This isn't you.
It's not my fault. I should be with my kids. So, go and be with them, mate. Julie won't say where they are.
Your wife, Julie.
So busy. I'm not playing here.
Yeah.
She called me a loser. I'm not a loser.
That's what it's supposed to be 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Real
I said
high
earlier.
laid a lawn for the boys. Concrete before. And I never cheated.
It looks
All the
dark.
years we were married.
I'm really is no way.
I'm not a bad guy. Don't come, please.
I want to
Put it down.
All
We'll
right,
take it seriously.
Put the gun down, Mum. Honestly, we understand. We sympathise.
Where's Gary Windass? Where's Gary Windass?
Seen guns like that before. It's antique. Decommissioned. It's not going to fire, so do yourself a favour and give it away. I know guns remember as a
So
soldier.
blow jukebox off wall just to make a point that perhaps it does work.
It's useless.
Ah,
It won't fire.
hey.
Well, I'll try it then.
Oh, oh well.
Quiet! Shut up! You do as I say and only one person gets hurt.
Oh, he's outside. It must have been it. The glasses that all shattered. Oh. sorry. Will I make it over the road to the medical centre? They're shut. Oh, gosh. Ted is nice. Oh, dear. Yeah. For a change, it was actually not a red herring. It was worded like that it was literal. Even though he wasn't actually there in vision, caught in the crossfire. Oh, I don't know. Even though I like her, I could probably punch her for this.
I was wondering whether they just put together for Australia.
Yeah, but look how much location's gone into it. You know, like filming in different places. She's not just done like one session. This might be a slightly shorter edited
Which
version.
is ironic. What do they call it? There's a koala up in the tree, but it's singed.
Yeah, it's a shorter version.
No.
Because she's in one shot, she's in the dungaree overall things that she used to be, in Neighbours when she was a mechanic. Benson's for beds.
And then she found out she could sing.
Mm. It's a double discount sale. Oh, yes. Giddy up, let's go. Doop 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 doop.
Don't miss great savings on the stylish orangery and our energy efficient windows and doors. Plus, you can even fly now and pay nothing as well. We'll even give you a guarantee for 20 years. Come and visit one of our luxury showrooms in Nantwich, Warrington, and Preston. Harvey's biggest ever sale is now on. That's up 50% off.
Paying 12 months. He's going to get 12 months rent before wanting another fucking soul.
Doop 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 doop.
Something I remember at Kendrick Ward was at Christmas, like times, up at a time when he must have been number one, Benny Hill with Ernie the Milkman. And then all the adverts would be holidays after Christmas.
Yeah, they always used to that though. That was the joke, wasn't it?
And then the times when they miss snow, it's like, that's last thing I meant to do.
Biggest furniture things we used to have years ago was it called ELS, just right corner from Huntsman?
Yeah.
And sometimes there'd be an advert on, or something like that, only when there was a sale on though. Yeah. Somebody walks past Rabbit on the street just thinking he's drunk outside,
Means you've only got one more load of them. What if you miss me, eh? It's someone else, man. You said yourself you're not a bad guy. I've got one more that's here.
Oh.
Come on, use it on him. I like it before you can reload. Don't be your fault when happens to him. I was not going to shoot that. You've been doing me a favour. It's after my girlfriend. Loser.
Oh.
It's going to make his so much better, isn't it? He looked very fair, did he? God. Could have peeked round corner instead he goes this way. We'll see Robert now.
Oh, no. An accident. There's been an accident. James, go back inside now. Oh. Back inside. He said there's been an accident. Someone heard. It's just that I'm a nurse. Let's do as he says. Smart kid. Why don't I go and help? And James will go back inside like he said. James, look, I'm not leaving you. You've no reason to hurt him. You have you? I've shot one. What's to lose, eh? I've got nothing to lose now. James, indoors now. I'm going to go to whoever's had the accident.
Oh, yeah.
Peter, open your eyes for me, love. I'll call an ambulance and the police.
I've put in a couple of curveballs in the Christmas playlist. 1989 hits for David Fagan.
He's 29, and if you don't get the power on soon, we'll be singing this.
Like it?
Oh,
Cool, but you better be careful because it's rented, okay?
She's gonna think I'm dead sexy in this, isn't she?
It's like the hunt for Easter eggs. They've put little
Are you
gifts
actually looking?
everywhere, all over the place.
The text message was meant to give you away where you are.
I'm wondering if we've ever been in a box. She doesn't know wherever she is.
Right.
No, they don't know what to do now.
I'll give you a clue where.
No. Yeah, you can see it's wood though.
Keep your ears out.
That means empty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You think that's what's up?
Right, it's not safe. You need to get out. I'll commit Mr. Health and Safety. Come out, wherever you are. He's gone.
You could have said that straight away.
Oh, hang on. Vicky never actually went missing at all. I honestly thought he'd done something terrible.
So they'll run off, like leave a shudder in a box.
Yeah, shoots and box.
Blown it this time. Told him I wouldn't wait. Vicky says that he's dead to her now, and quite frankly,
Hey,
he's dead to me and all.
She's in Barlow's house. It's Unilwa.
Hasn't he? Eh? Both me and
5 metres from corner at pub. They need a shotgun go off.
Idiot gives up his life to see his kid just to score points. It's ridiculous.
Should we go get outside? So it's up to Rebecca. Come
Darling, hold the pigeon. It's okay, hide and seek, and you just need to be quiet as a mouse.
I need to know where you are. It's not safe.
Ow!
What?
Grump.
Look, I'm dead serious. There's a man with a gun.
You're right. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a clue. I'm in a box.
Just get behind something proper, like a wall or something.
Come,
Oh, she deserves it. Oh, electric should come on though, shouldn't it? Because Bethany and that black lad's gone into somewhere. You know, if it like, it'd probably all crank up with music a bit. Because that's what they were going for to do. They've not been warned. All of a sudden, told you.
Oh my God, Bethany.
Party time, is it?
Oh, please, I word my voice. Sing it. It's just.
Sit down.
Oh, yeah. She's in one of them there.
Oh, that will go.
A big smile on somebody's face. I wish it could be Christmas. Oh, she was going to leave as well, wasn't she? Do you remember when she was going to switch on the illuminations? There was talk of her wanting to move on with her career because she's so young.
Harry, you're using a child as a shield.
You want to hurt kid? You don't know what I do. Right. Go out, see you've only threatened people to.
I'll show one. I'll be dead now.
Who?
Oh.
They're gonna knock me away.
You'll never escape that, you.
You're away from the kid.
You see, you're scaring him now. I mean, come on, you got kids, eh?
I wish it could be Christmas.
You get a free shot.
Eh.
Can't mess.
Oh, you need to reload.
I think it's double barrel.
You already used one before, didn't I?
How did you join your maths?
Coast TV in the 1970s. No time.
You all right, Matt? Not in there?
No. These varifocals.
Sooty.
What?
Well, naked Sooty. That yes.
Girl, I have told you. It's the varifocals. I haven't started yet.
All right. Yeah, they are.
It's in the fingers. I've been leaning on them too long. Ooh, dear. You go first. Come on.
I'm hungry. What time did Sharon say she'd be back?
I hope Sean's never
Oh, little dog.
Max, if you're going to be like that, love, go back upstairs, please.
The little dog's a Yorkie called David. It's got a, it's downstairs. It's got a Christmas coat on.
What's happening out
Hey,
Is it Little House on the Prairie?
there? Police everywhere.
should we hit the bell? No, we're not playing the game now, Audrey.
Let me do it. Let's get married. I love you. Married me. Let's be a proper family.
Oh, that's a big ball. Is it just a close-up?
One knee.
It's a big what?
That's a big ball. Is it just a close-up? You know, like cameras it. Ball.
I didn't notice, yeah.
Soldier boy. Where's your tin hat?
Oh, with miles of holly, oh. Have you noticed this Christmas Wonderland's gone better than it was at first week, first day, first week?
Boing.
Let's be jolly, bells with bells of holly.
Drink up some.
Stay away from the window.
Something's been shot. The police said we've got to stay here.
How many bullets were with the gun?
Please say that wasn't the gun from the shot.
No, don't say a word to the police, not here, right?
Why?
How many bullets?
4. I think. 4. Why?
4.
He's one with the window. He's just done his shoulder.
5.
Oh, clever. That's a voicemail.
Might have been 5.
Oh,
Next year for your birthday, just get me slippers, alright?
that's good.
Deal.
Love you, Sean.
I love you too.
Do you know when I seen it slide, you know, Helter Skelter, bottom of it before, I had a feeling, is he going to end up dead?
Because it's only a passerby.
You know, like a police sniper or something. I just had a quick vision in my head of, would it be dead body coming, whoa, whoa, and down to the or whether he top himself with if he's aware he's only got so many bullets. Oh, well, it's quite eventful. It's quite good. Anybody who has maybe a bit of lonely depression at Christmas, I'm not sure.
Overall, no, they'd be fucking with that way there.
Yeah.
I watched Carrie tonight.
A bit edgy. Wonder whether they'll put an announcement on, you know, when they do. If you've been affected by it tonight, well, none of our outlines is open because it's Christmas. Nicky Noo, Nicky Nolly, do 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 do.
Like a stripe or something left of it. Yeah. On a turkey leg.
Oh, stick it there. I will move if you need to move, just for a different composition for a bit. Hello. Oh, one day we'll look back on all this and we'll think, that Christmas they shot up the Rovers like it was the, what is it called? The something at the OK Corral. I think.
I watched how it was a repeat.
Even though I would probably have something like cheese after. They always have a nice taste. Turkish delight.
Some people could have win. I think 3 or 4 people won it to New York. You just get something straight. Then he stays at a garage and then they come up and says, you can have this extra paid for if you're spot on. And the daft buggers, I'm saying, well, how much petrol you put in? Like, what's this? £50 worth, you know. As long as you're over 50, I was penny over. You only can only stop once, and then if they're not quite there, they have one more pump and you have to stop dead on. A couple of them saying, well, how much petrol you're putting in is £10. So.
Nicky Noo, Nicky Nolly, tits a big, she's off a trolley. She's rocking around the Christmas tree with the big dead Santa again. Oh, I love the smell of Turkish delight.
You don't know what the combination of stuffing Hilton and Piccadilly will end up like.
I think I could make a bet.
Hmm?
I think I could have a guess.
No, I mean, well, it's.
Don't be downwind, didn't you?
Kia Sportage, now available as a mild hybrid. What do some of Britain's top celebrities get up to on Christmas Day? Well, if they're Claire Baldwin, Stephen Mangan and Catherine Tilsley, this is over there. Questions about things. Join me tonight for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Celebrity Special.
Oh.
On ITV.
They win!
So not a meerkat was harmed in the making of tonight's show. I'm really not good at that bell. Well, nice man. Look out for the red dot.
I might have to go away for a bit. There's presents for the kids in the boot of the car. There's shin pads for Patrick. You tell him to wear them. He's got to stop thinking he's weak to protect himself. And there's a pogo stick for Robin. Something for you too.
That's on a cold night, wasn't it?
Not bad. It's tickets.
Well,
Cheap seats. Sorry. That moment show. I just thought we can laugh again. Together. I think it'll be alright. This isn't fair. It's not fair.
Oh. Oh, that was clever. Yeah. Good twist. See, on a green screen for one of them tumble backward shots. No. Oh, what would be the odds if he fell on that thing and hit the bell? You know, for a twist away. Well, it's safe on the coffin.
Bethany.
She's okay. She's okay.
Could just be alright. Yes, all that probably.
Oh.
I just want to see Bethany.
Listen, Bethany. 2 casualties, 1 conscious, 3 shot wounds. Bethany? Bethany's been shot.
Ryan, were you alive?
Oh, she said to Robert, I didn't want an end like this. Could you hang on till Boxing Day? We'll have about 8 million viewers for this at least.
I'd love to give you a sick note for why you stood me up.
You tell Vicky.
No, not yet, but I will.
No.
Well, let's wait till you're better, right?
No, please.
I'm not even sure I'm allowed to use my phone near you.
Please. I need her to know.
Where Ina and Tony running spinning in the grave.
Hey Vicky, it's Michelle. Listen, you're not going to believe this. Rob's only gone and got himself shot. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, not by me. Anyway, that's why I didn't turn up today. So let us know what you fetch up in Ireland, yeah?
If she was out, she'd probably go, that's no fucking excuse.
For my son. For my little boy. What did she say?
She said she bets there's tons of suspects.
I never deserved you, Michelle.
Well,
No! No!
Take care of things, Leah.
Go and get warm there. Everyone's in the bistro.
I really think you need to go to hospital.
No, I'm fine. I just want to stay there.
Right, I'm stopping in with you.
I didn't realise they'd covered such an area with the fun fair thing. It's like at the back of Reeds, isn't the garage there, isn't it? But it started off at the beginning at the taxi end, didn't it? So it's kind of all the back of not Deirdre's, Sally's house and everywhere. Isn't that like a warehouse
I hope
building?
Sharon's okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, me too. I'm just so glad that he's dead. She was just trying to give David a nice birthday.
I thought it was you. It was shot. I thought it was you.
I'm okay.
So I did some business with him at that factory.
Sorry, can I just say one thing? I know we've had our ups and downs, big time. What you did for Harry. You are the bravest man I've ever met, bar none. I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
What he said to face that phone before
Between bravery and stupidity.
she's trapped in with
Spoken like
pub
a
with some
journalist.
police. Don't mention it to police.
She's waiting for surgery.
Because even my brain would be thinking that, Rod. It's a bit like, well, if something comes of him, the secret dies with him where he got it from.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, like save your own skin for his
Yeah.
own
I told him
face.
that he didn't bring the sunshine. You just have to.
And it looks nice there with that tongue in.
Doesn't tell that all the governors have a serial number and then they trace it to where it was originally from and then he got rid of it.
Possible, but on the other hand, he wasn't necessarily supposed to have it, so
No.
would he have had it?
This thing will never sit in a Christmas
Bad
box
dodgy means.
with fake snow and get shot by some random weirdo ever again.
I promise. I couldn't give you a present.
Oh, it's fine. I'm really
It's
scared.
that big cuddly tie in the box with me. It's covered in blood.
I don't ever want to be without you.
Good.
Now, these are on me. Not one of you would let me buy a drink earlier, so I'm looking after you now.
Oh, I love these. Much nicer than real cherries. In drinks, I mean. I don't like these on trees. Too sticky.
Hey, you know what you were saying about Alina the other day about how I feel. I don't, you know. You shouldn't have done that.
Well, I don't me for you.
You should have done it yourself. I didn't want to do it. Yeah.
She was dead calm, chatting to a gunman like it was normal. And then she tried to save her.
Well, that was
I'm not inside.
I mean, especially when I saw the gun for the first time. And then when they were doing CPR on him after he fell, I was like, I mean, what if he wakes up or something?
They probably knew that they couldn't save him.
I am never letting you out of my sight again.
Right,
Peter said, if there was ever a time for me sober.
things. I better go and check the oven as well.
No, I've done it. Like, the house is still standing. The turkey's burnt to a crisp. The vegetarian option's not even gone in yet.
Well, it's all wanted it. Hey, Peter, any news on Shona?
Yep, she's still in for surgery. What about our hero? And Gary? Maria said that she's finally persuaded him to go to the hospital.
Well, it looks like you and Johnny will be staying with me tonight. There was us trying to offer you sanctuary. Oh, well, let's see what the police say. But there's room at the inn if you need it. Anyway, you know, it has been a frightening day, but it's still Christmas Day. Have they got a jump off?
Nah, these spitting sawdust places, honestly.
I can put some on my new phone.
No, I can
Rita
put something
might
on your
sing.
phone. You've been like this all night. Steve, you left me for dead.
I was coming back for you.
Do the speakers do Bluetooth? Or is it Bluetooth if there's more than one?
Hey, you could sing some.
Yeah, any
Oh,
request?
get together with her, you only one more.
She was
3
talking to
degrees.
me.
Oh, do you sing enough?
Yeah, a little loudly.
Hey, how about have yourselves a merry little Christmas? Kid ourselves.
Well, we wouldn't be kidding ourselves, really. We're all here, aren't we? Looking after each other.
Well, let's raise our glasses first, to Shona for a quick recovery.
And Robert.
Shona and Robert.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your hearts be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days. Your faithful friends.
Back with a brand new series. Sarah Parish stars in Bancroft New Year's Day evening at
What's he
night
talking
and
about,
continues
Sam?
the same time of Thursday and Friday. But next tonight here on ITV, 3 famous faces take their place in the hot seats
Not
trying to
bothered
win big
to
money
give
for
it
charity
effective.
in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Celebrity Special.
For them have been affected with fucking care.
There's nobody manning the
It's
phone
Christmas
lines.
Day. Buck up.
Yeah. Pull yourself together and have a sherry. Oh, that was really good, I thought. Trisha Goddard's Dancing on Ice. That's all we need. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Do 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 do.
That's the whole point about Christmas, is it's about peace. You know, and it should be about peace.
1969 War is Over advertising campaign, in which they put up billboards.
69, 79, 89, 99, 2009, 2019. Wow, 50 years.
The kids on it just work. It's got that rawness that makes it magical. It was a fantastic song. And I mean, I've been on something like this with the entire audience sang Christmas War is Over to the end. It was just phenomenal. It's good to hear stuff like my arms just talking about it.
Happy New Year.
person I love Yoko singing, because that's what happens at Christmas. You know, your relatives with awful voices sing along to some of your favourite songs. That's just so Christmas, isn't it?
Children singing, church bells ringing, old lang syne. Recognise it yet? The Kiss made it famous, but this huge hit has been around since 1924 in a stage version of Anne's
Do. Mistletoe and wine. That looks like Twiggy in this Claire.
Terrific song. So I sent it all over.
Musical.
In the Cliff's office. And sat waiting by the phone. And
Where it comes from.
the end. Zilch. Oh,
Cliff stole it and made it look like his own.
But this 1987 TV adaptation starring Twiggy.
Oh, it is Twiggy.
And this time, Cliff snapped it up.
My then manager, Peter Gorman, he said, look, I've got this track. It's from The Little Match Girl. And he said, it's just stunningly lovely. And I'm just hoping you like it. Maybe think about recording it for Christmas. And he played it to me, and sure enough.
He said, oh, Cliff. It's lovely to see at Christmas looking ever so cadaverous.
Today, a lot of them were on. We had Mistletoe and Wine, which I forgot about. We had Saviour's Day. And then we had, I forgot about that, they did it for Truth at Lord's Prayer. That's what it was called. Or Millennium Prayer, that was it, Millennium Prayer. Which is in the Our Father to a song. I think that's copyright.
Yes.
But they must be rerunning these again. There's that public eye who's like, oh, it's a Christmas special, it's an hour.
You sounded a bit strange.
Well, it must be the film if it's on here. It's talking pictures.
Exactly.
You'll know who this is, public eye. He was like a detective and he wore like a Columbo rainback.
Yeah,
Sad parting.
It's just come to me.
Her colour like Ernie, like a mousy brown. He lived to a really good age as well.
I know who she is because she was in a film called Vera something.
Is a slag.
No, Vera something. She used to do abortions, but she didn't know that she was. Well, she called it helping young girls.
Well, that's another way of putting it, yes. Yeah. It's the Christmas spirit, you know.
Well, a friend sent them on to her, but she didn't know that her friend was charged, and she was called doing it for nothing. Vera somebody. I think with Vera being on now, the Vera, the cops here. And then I think in Duckworth keeps getting it wrong. There was a second.
He showed me that the mind was stronger than the body. That is enough.
And now, while my assistant passes amounts to with the collection box.
I had a little read on Wiki without being morbid again when I was going to add to that DVD, and I thought, what age was she? Because they were ready for doing rehearsals again in next few weeks or month in 1980 for another series of George and Mildred. The movie was just coming out and it had been finished, edited and everything, but she didn't live to see the premiere. And in the section of her wiki for the death, it was friends, I think it's worded like this, even friends didn't realise, they might have known she liked to drink, but she'd been drinking half a bottle of brandy every day for the last 10 years. And it's strange, when you You know, when you watch them, and
Yeah.
I mean, it was like them clips. That program last night. Then the last tapes them out of thingy, because he had a heart attack and that, didn't he? Years later, they didn't let. Well, he might have stopped smoking then, Eric Morecambe, but he had a cig in his hand last night. He was smoking in that sketch, but they wouldn't have done that in you know, in their other shows. But you know, smokers and drinkers, just because we don't see them on. And I have a feeling, what's her name? Who's just been on? Who were like Joan. Another one who liked to drink. You know, like performers, and sometimes it's kind of part and parcel of the wild stories of the Tommy Cooper on that documentary.
Yeah.
He could go into bars. Oh, you're all right, mate. You're all right, Tommy. And everybody thought there was his mate. And whatever he said, go on, have a drink. What do you want? And whatever they drank, he drank exactly the same, besides his own drink.
You're just jealous because you can't.
Oh. She's been in something it last week or two again. Anita Harris. And I don't mean just something. I mean something probably like a Midsummer or something like that. You know, and I thought, oh, I didn't think you'd be kind of acting at this age, but I could understand you doing that. Was she in the motorhome or whatever,
Yeah.
one of them barges or whatever, the canal one?
The Vegas.
Oh, well, that one, yeah, but that type of thing, I could understand him doing something that's more of a reality thing like that, because there's nothing to it in a sense. You get a bit of a free holiday. It's not the same as learning a script for Midsummer Murders or something.
More comfortable? No. Oi! There's something moving about under my... Oh, it's trying to...
He's on my hand, sister.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought I was being got hit by something.
I'll try and find Mitchell. Get his things off, nurse.
Wait a minute. Get a minute. I don't want my things off. Don't get matron. I'm not having my... What are you doing that for? Look, I'm not being exposed by you, so now then.
Young slip of a girl. Oh dear. Oh.
Mr. Biddle!
Oh, evening, matron.
What are you doing out of your ward, Mr. Biddle?
I've just been to the whatnot. I'm allowed to go myself now. The sister said so.
That's right, Mitch. But within reason, this is the third time in an hour.
Sorry, I didn't know anybody was keeping the score.
I think we'd better have a look at Mr. Biddle's bladder, sister.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. It was the other. I wanted to go, so I went, but I couldn't.
Oh, I see. Then we must try and make it easier for you, Mr. Biddle. Double the dose in future, sister.
Oh, wrong.
Back to your ward. Hurry along.
You might have catch nails.
Well, will you take them off then?
No, I will not. Don't you dare.
Now, don't be a silly boy.
Look, if I let you, would that make me a sensible one?
What's going on here, nurse?
Oh, sister, he won't let me take his underpants off, the silly boy.
You're darn right I won't. And I'm not a boy, as you'd soon find out.
Calm down, Mr. Bigger. We don't want to lie in our nice, comfortable bed with our nasty underpants on, do we now?
Madam, what you do in your bed is your own affair.
Mr. Bigger, all patients must wear pajamas or a bedgown.
Look, I don't care about that. I'm not letting her take them off. When her and bitch of a girl and me a fully matured male animal.
Mr. Bigger. All right, sister, that's quite enough. I'll handle this. I don't suppose you regard me as a mere chit of a girl, Mr. Bigger?
Oh, well, you said it.
Very well, then. Wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, they were a present.
All right, nurse. Put his bedgown on.
That's been slightly re-edited.
I understand.
You know, so we don't see the pictures on them. They're not very risque.
Yes.
I think we kind of get a close-up of her holding them up and there. Surprising what bits has been trimmed here and there.
It's in the same place as everybody else's posterior, including yours.
I was referring to the pain.
All right, it's down here. There's a... Oh, God. No, that's far enough. I'll take it from there. Cheeky.
Has the houseman seen him yet?
No, matron.
Why not? Who's on duty this evening?
Oh, Dr. Kilmore, matron.
That explains it.
Would you like me to go and fetch him, matron?
Well, you may as well.
Oh,
It's best we can do until
There's Jim Dale, is there?
Oh, the best treatment, you know. No experiments. I'm not a guinea pig.
No, I agree, Mr. Bigger. More like a hamster. Have you been smoking, Mr. Roper?
And so a great hospital swings into action. Its doctors, nurses, and orderlies working round the clock, calmly, coolly, and efficiently to relieve the suffering of others. Dedicated and apparently without any emotions. But as any television viewer knows, appearances can be deceptive. Yes, as in all hospitals, there is high drama beneath the placid surface. As in all humans, 1,000 passions and loves surge and tremble beneath the bedgowns, the white jackets, and the starched bosoms.
Oh, dear. I must try and control my feelings when I see him. Please, please don't let me blush.
I can't think of anything more perfect than the night and you and me. God, but you look absolutely stunning tonight. Breathlessly beautiful. I've never seen such a lovely female. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, what do I say? So, yes. I don't know what it is, but somehow you're completely different to all other girls.
Oh.
May I? May I take your coat? What a beautiful neck. Quite irresistible. Forgive me. I just had to do that.
Doctor?
Please, darling, just call me Jim.
Dr. Kilmore?
Nurse Clark.
Excuse me, Doctor, but there's a casualty in Fosdick.
Oh, good.
Do look if there's something else you want, Tom. Oh, God, we'll make a cup up.
I should hope so. All he knows I might be lying here with my life ebbing away.
Do 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 do
No, not really. Just a pain in the back. Most blood in that bed ain't the same thing.
Did he? Well, again. Oh.
You look at talking pictures for 10 o'clock then, after that. I don't, being that chap, it must be the movie, yeah, being served. It can't be an episode on the. Well, it could be, they could have got the rights, but I wouldn't have thought so. Do you need this plate here, or is it what I have to make on the wall?
I left it there in case you needed. I put one.
Lots of crackers, Captain.
They're in top cupboard there.
Alright,
just
yeah, got it.
I got it.
I'll just have one or two.
Papa was, Richie told him he collapsed. He's been here ever since. I'm having a terrible time. Terrible. He should be in the paternity ward. This is a madhouse. You'll get used to it. You're lucky Kimball's looking after you. He's all right, you? Yeah, but wait till old Teagle comes round. Oh. He's the registrar. That means senior doctor. And he's a first-class being. Knows his job done.
Yeah, so does the hangman.
Oh, I did ring it, yeah, because it says the year, so